On this slide, we're focusing on the ISO 27001 Implementation Guide. This guide is crucial for organizations looking to implement and manage an effective information security management system, ISMS, in accordance with ISO 27001 standards. It provides step-by-step instructions on how to meet the requirements, ensuring that your information security practices are comprehensive and robust. By following this guide, organizations can efficiently identify and address risks, demonstrate compliance, and protect their valuable information assets. This is an essential resource for IT managers, compliance officers, and anyone involved in information security within an organization. ISO 27001-2022 is part of the ISO 27000 family of standards, which originated as BS 7799 by the UK's Department of Trade and Industry. Developed jointly by the International Organization for Standardization, ISO, and the International Electrotechnical Commission, IEC, the ISO 27000 family contains 45 published standards focusing on various aspects of information security management. Among these, ISO 27001 stands out as the only certifiable standard. This means that organizations can seek ISO 27001 certification to formally demonstrate their adherence to recognized best practices in information security management. Let's dive into the benefits of implementing ISO 27001. On the commercial front, achieving ISO 27001 certification provides a competitive advantage. Many businesses require compliance in tender submissions, making it a crucial factor for new partnerships and contracts. Operationally, ISO 27001 fosters a culture of awareness and a consistent approach to information security across the organization. This leads to greater organizational cohesiveness and vigilance. For peace of mind, it protects mission-critical information, ensuring that sensitive data remains secure and intact. Compliance with ISO 27001 not only safeguards your assets, but also boosts confidence and enhances your organization's image, reassuring clients and stakeholders of your commitment to information security. Let's dive into some foundational concepts and terminology essential for understanding ISO 27001. At its core, ISO 27001 is about protecting sensitive and valuable information. This is where the CIA Triad comes into play: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. These three principles are fundamental to ensuring that information remains secure, trustworthy, and accessible when needed. Confidentiality ensures that information is only accessible to those who have the right authorization. Integrity involves maintaining the accuracy and completeness of information and processing methods. Availability guarantees that authorized users have reliable access to the information when it's needed. When we talk about information assets, we're referring to various components such as information itself, the people who manage and use it, the equipment and systems that store and process it, and the supporting infrastructure that ensures everything runs smoothly. These assets are critical to your organization's operation and must be adequately protected to maintain trust and business continuity. Understanding these key principles and terminologies lays the groundwork for implementing effective information security management under ISO 27001. The Plan, Do, Check, Act (PDCA) cycle is a four-step management method used for continuous improvement of processes and products. Here's a breakdown of each phase. 1. Plan. This phase involves establishing clear objectives, identifying the necessary resources, and setting up policies to achieve the desired outcomes. The purpose here is to create a detailed plan that sets the groundwork for what needs to be done. 2. Do. In this phase, the plan is put into action. This means implementing the strategies and processes that were outlined during the planning stage. At this point, it is crucial to follow the steps precisely to ensure consistency and effectiveness. Check. Now that the plan is being executed, it's important to monitor and measure the processes. This involves tracking the progress, gathering data, and analyzing the performance against the set objectives. The goal is to verify whether the implementation is working as intended. 4. Act. Based on the insights and data gathered during the check phase, this stage involves taking necessary actions to improve performance. This may include making adjustments, refining processes, or implementing new strategies to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. By following the PDCA cycle, organizations can continuously refine their processes, respond to changes more effectively, and ensure ongoing compliance and improvement. On this slide, we'll explore the concepts of risk-based thinking and audits, particularly within the framework of managing internal audits and maintaining ISO 27001 compliance. First, let's delve into internal audits. These are critical for ensuring that our policies are being adhered to and that we remain compliant with ISO 27001 standards. Internal audits scrutinize our processes to verify that everything aligns with established guidelines and regulations. Next, we have risk-based audits. This approach prioritizes auditing high-risk processes more frequently than low-risk ones. By focusing on areas that pose greater risks, we can more effectively allocate resources and proactively address potential issues before they become significant problems. Utilizing both internal audits and risk-based audits allows for a comprehensive audit strategy that not only ensures compliance, but also enhances our overall risk management practices. On this slide, we'll focus on process-based thinking and audit. The process approach is fundamental to achieving a consistent and efficient transformation of inputs into outputs. This involves a clear definition and communication of activities within the organization. By establishing a structured process, we can ensure that every activity contributes effectively to the desired outcome. This not only enhances efficiency, but also helps in monitoring and continuous improvement. Let's turn our focus to Annex SL. Annex SL provides a high-level structure that becomes essential for understanding how management system standards are framed and function. This structure includes several key components, such as scope, normative references, and terms and definitions. Each of these serves a strategic purpose to guide organizations in establishing a coherent framework. Furthermore, the context of the organization helps in identifying the internal and external elements that impact the strategic objectives and performance. Leadership plays a crucial role in driving the vision, establishing policies, and ensuring active engagement in the management system. Planning involves setting objectives, determining risks and opportunities, and planning actions to address them. Support covers resources, competence, and awareness, which underpin all processes. Operation is about executing and controlling activities related to core functions of the organization. Performance evaluation provides mechanisms to assess and monitor how effectively the system is performing, while improvement focuses on actions to enhance and correct performance and compliance continuously. This high-level structure ensures a systematic approach and uniformity across different standards, fostering clarity and coherence in implementing and auditing management systems. In this section, we will delve into the scope of the standard. The scope outlines the applicability of these requirements, stating that they are relevant to any type of organization, irrespective of its size or industry. This flexibility ensures that the guidelines can be implemented universally. Additionally, to meet the requirements of the standard, organizations must comply with clauses 4.0 through 10.0 and Annex A. These clauses encompass various essential areas such as context, leadership, planning, support, and others highlighted earlier. Adhering to these clauses is necessary for achieving compliance and ensuring a thorough application of the standard's principles. Section 2 covers the normative references relevant to the application of the standard. It's essential to understand that ISO 27000 is the primary reference document. This document will provide additional information and definitions crucial for fully grasping the scope of the standards we discussed previously. Familiarizing yourself with ISO 27000 will enhance your comprehension and aid in the practical application of the requirements. In this section, we'll clarify some of the key terms that are crucial to understanding the framework of information security management. We'll be defining terms such as access controls, information asset, risk assessment, risk treatment, and top management. Access controls refer to the mechanisms and policies used to restrict access to sensitive information and resources. Information asset, on the other hand, is defined as any data, device, or other component of the environment that supports information-related activities. Risk is the potential for loss, damage, or destruction of an asset as a result of a threat exploiting a vulnerability. Risk assessment involves the identification and analysis of relevant risks to facilitate the understanding and management of those risks. Risk treatment is the process of selecting and implementing measures to modify risk. This can involve avoiding, mitigating, sharing, or accepting the risk. Lastly, top management refers to the highest ranking executives responsible for setting policies and objectives and ensuring compliance with the overall information security strategy. Understanding these terms is fundamental as we delve deeper into the inner workings and strategic decisions involving information security management. In this section titled Context of the Organization, we delve into both the internal and external environments that influence an organization's information security strategy. Internally, elements such as the maturity of processes, organizational culture, management structure, available resources, and the sensitivity of information assets are critical considerations. These factors collectively shape how an organization approaches information security. Externally, organizations must navigate various influences, including competitive pressures, regulatory requirements, and economic or political factors. These external forces can drive the need for robust information security measures to ensure compliance and maintain competitive advantage. Understanding this context is vital for developing effective information security policies and practices that align with both internal capabilities and external demands. In Section 5, we shift our focus to leadership. This is a crucial aspect when it comes to the realm of information security. A robust information security policy is the foundation here. This policy must be meticulously aligned with the overarching aims of the organization, ensuring that it not only meets but supports the strategic goals. It should clearly include specific objectives and commitments that the organization is dedicated to upholding. Equally important are the roles and responsibilities related to information security. These must be precisely defined and effectively communicated throughout the organization. Ensuring that everyone understands their specific duties fosters a clear sense of accountability and streamlines the implementation of the security measures. Effective leadership in information security sets the tone for a proactive and cohesive approach to safeguarding the organization's assets. In this section, we're focusing on planning, which plays a crucial role in the effective implementation of an information security management system, ISMS. Firstly, let's delve into risk assessment. This involves systematically identifying and managing risks that could potentially impact the security of your organization's information. By evaluating potential threats and vulnerabilities, we can set clear objectives to mitigate these risks, ensuring the alignment of our security measures with business goals. Next, we'll discuss risk treatment. Here, we develop and implement actions to address the identified risks. This process is encapsulated in the Statement of Applicability, a key document that outlines which security controls are implemented and the rationale behind their selection. By thoroughly addressing these aspects during the planning phase, we ensure that our security measures are proactive and aligned with our organizational strategy. Now we are moving on to Section 7, Support. This section is crucial for ensuring that everyone in your organization has the necessary knowledge and skills to contribute to the Information Security Management System, ISMS. First, let's talk about competence. It's vital that employees have the required expertise and skills to perform their roles effectively. This means identifying the specific competencies needed for various tasks and ensuring your team receives appropriate training and development. Next, we have awareness. For an ISMS to be truly effective, all employees must understand its importance and how their roles impact information security. Awareness programs can help to embed this understanding across the organization, ensuring that everyone knows their responsibilities and the significance of their actions. Lastly, communication. Establishing robust communication strategies is essential. This includes planning and managing communication activities to ensure consistent and clear information delivery about security policies, procedures, and updates. Effective communication fosters a culture of security awareness and enhances the overall ISMS. By focusing on competence, awareness, and communication, you can create a solid foundation of support that drives your ISMS initiatives forward. Section 8 focuses on the operational aspects of managing an information security management system, ISMS. Let's break it down. First, under process management, it's essential to formalize all activities by documenting them and assigning clear responsibilities. This ensures that every task within the ISMS is executed consistently and that accountability is established throughout the organization. Next, we have risk assessment and treatment. This involves a systematic approach to identifying, evaluating, and managing risks. It's crucial to have a structured process in place to assess risks continuously and implement appropriate treatments to mitigate them effectively. Both aspects are fundamental to the effective operation of an ISMS, helping to safeguard the organization's information assets through well-defined and managed processes. In this section, we're diving into performance evaluation. Here we focus on monitoring and measurement, where we decide what needs to be monitored, how, and by whom. This is critical to ensure that we are capturing the right data to evaluate our processes effectively. Next, we discuss internal audits. These are essential for testing processes, identifying weaknesses, and spotting opportunities for improvement. Regular audits help keep our systems robust and adaptive to potential issues. Finally, we address management review, which involves assessing the effectiveness of the Information Security Management System, ISMS, and ensuring it aligns with our strategic direction. This review process allows leadership to make informed decisions based on the performance data collected and audit findings. Together, these components are crucial for maintaining and improving the ISMS, ensuring it continues to meet the organization's goals and adapts to any new challenges. In Section 10, we focus on improvement, particularly on addressing nonconformity and implementing corrective actions. When we encounter incidents, a critical step is to conduct a thorough root cause analysis. This process helps us learn from these incidents and ensures that we identify the fundamental issues that cause them. By addressing these root causes, rather than just the symptoms, we can implement effective corrective actions that prevent recurrence and drive continuous improvement within our organization. This proactive approach strengthens our overall management system and aligns it with our strategic goals. In this section, we'll be discussing the next steps once corrective actions have been implemented. First, we'll delve into awareness training, which is crucial for ensuring that all employees understand their roles in maintaining and improving the management system. Next, we'll address the importance of training at all levels of management. This ensures that every layer of the organization's leadership is aligned with the policies and objectives we've developed. Speaking of policies and objectives, developing integrated policies that are synced with the company's goals is essential. This includes creating comprehensive objectives that guide the organization's efforts. We then move to conducting an internal gap analysis. This involves comparing current compliance levels with standard requirements to identify any discrepancies that need addressing. From there, we'll discuss the documentation and process design. This step focuses on creating the necessary documentation and establishing processes to support the management system. Following that, we'll look at implementing corrective actions and ongoing internal audits. These audits help monitor compliance and the effectiveness of corrective actions. Finally, we'll cover the management system review. This periodic review involves assessing system performance and implementing improvements based on the findings. All these steps lead up to the final certification audit. Successfully completing this certification audit demonstrates that the organization meets the required standards and is committed to continuous improvement. In this slide, we are focusing on information security management training. It's vital to ensure that all personnel involved in the security management system are adequately trained. There are various courses available tailored to different roles within the organization. For instance, the introduction course provides a general overview suitable for new employees or those needing a refresher on the basics. The implementation course is more detailed, intended for those directly involved in executing security measures. The internal auditor training prepares individuals to conduct internal audits effectively, ensuring compliance and identifying areas for improvement. Finally, the lead auditor training is designed for those who will oversee the audit process, ensuring a deep understanding of audit principles and practices. Proper training at all these levels helps build a robust information security management system, ensuring the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of information within your organization. In this section, we're going to focus on questions for review. This will help consolidate your understanding of the information security management concepts we've discussed so far. By engaging with these questions, you'll be better prepared to implement, audit, and lead within the field. The questions are designed to test your knowledge on the introduction, implementation strategies, as well as the auditing processes, both internal and lead auditor perspectives. Take this opportunity to reflect on your learnings and identify any areas where you might need further clarification or study. On this slide, we focus on the first review question: what are the core components of the CIA Triad? The CIA Triad is fundamental in the field of information security. It's essential to understand and remember each component, as they collectively aim to protect data from various threats and vulnerabilities. Answer 1. The core components of the CIA Triad are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality involves the protection of information from unauthorized access, ensuring that sensitive data remains private. Integrity refers to maintaining the accuracy and completeness of information, guaranteeing that it remains unaltered and correct. Availability ensures that information and resources are accessible to authorized users whenever they are needed. Now let's move on to question 2. In this context, we're looking to describe the PDCA cycle. The PDCA cycle stands for Plan, Do, Check, Act, and it's a fundamental methodology used for continuous improvement in various management systems. To break it down, plan. This phase involves establishing objectives and identifying potential risks. It's about setting the groundwork and outlining what needs to be achieved and understanding any obstacles that might stand in the way. In this step, the plan that has been established is put into action. It's about the execution of tasks and implementing the strategies that have been mapped out. Here, the focus shifts to monitoring and measuring the effectiveness of what has been implemented. It's a critical evaluation stage where data is collected to see if the desired outcomes are being met. Based on the findings from the checking phase, corrective actions are taken to improve and refine processes. This step ensures that continuous improvement is made and that processes are constantly evolving for the better. The PDCA cycle is iterative, meaning it repeats as part of a continuous improvement process, ensuring that each cycle brings advancements and increased efficiency. All right, here we have the answer to our previous question on the PDCA cycle. Plan. In this phase, you establish objectives and identify risks. This involves understanding what needs to be achieved and recognizing potential challenges that might affect the objectives. Do. This is where you implement the plan you have established. It's all about putting theories into practice and following through with the outlined steps to reach your objectives. Check. In the check phase, you monitor and measure the effectiveness of your implementation. This is crucial for assessing whether the actions taken are leading to the desired outcomes. Act. Lastly, this phase involves taking corrective actions to improve processes. If any issues were identified during the check phase, this is where you make necessary adjustments to ensure continuous improvement. Each step is interrelated and forms a continuous loop for ongoing improvement and quality management. Now that we've discussed the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle applied within the framework of ISO 27001, let's move on to question 3. What is the purpose of internal audits in ISO 27001? Internal audits are a crucial component of the ISO 27001 standard. They play an essential role in ensuring that your organization not only adheres to established policies and procedures, but also remains compliant with ISO 27001 requirements. Through these audits, you can identify any weaknesses in your current processes and discover areas where improvements can be made. This helps your organization continually enhance its information security management system and mitigate risks more effectively. The purpose of internal audits in ISO 27001 is multifaceted. Firstly, they ensure adherence to the established policies and procedures, making sure that the organization is following the documented requirements for its information security management system. Secondly, internal audits confirm compliance with ISO 27001 standards, verifying that the organization meets all regulatory and certification requirements. Lastly, they are crucial for identifying weaknesses and opportunities for improvement within the system. This helps in continuously enhancing the organization's information security posture. A statement of applicability, also known as an SOA, is an essential document within ISO 27001 compliance. It lists all 93 controls from Annex A of the standard. The SOA specifies whether each control is applicable to the organization and whether it has been implemented. Additionally, it provides justifications for the inclusion or exclusion of each control. This document is critical for ensuring that the organization is addressing all relevant security controls and maintaining transparency about their security posture. A statement of applicability, SOA, is a critical document within an information security management system, ISMS. It lists all 93 controls outlined in Annex A of the ISO IEC 27001 standard. Each control in the SOA is evaluated to determine whether it is applicable to the organization and if it has been implemented. Additionally, the SOA provides justifications for the inclusion or exclusion of each control, offering a clear rationale that supports the organization's security posture. This ensures transparency and alignment with the organization's risk management strategy and objectives. The significance of management review in an information security management system, ISMS, lies in its role in ensuring that the ISMS remains effective and properly aligned with the organization's strategic objectives. Management review involves a thorough evaluation of the ISMS's performance, which includes examining if the system meets its intended outcomes and determining areas that might require improvement. This process is crucial as it entails setting objectives and making decisions on resource allocation, ensuring that all aspects of the ISMS are functioning correctly and efficiently, supporting the overall business strategy. The significance of management review in an ISMS is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it ensures that the information security management system is effective and stays aligned with the organization's strategic direction. This alignment is vital for maintaining the relevance and adequacy of the ISMS. During the management review, key activities include the review of ISMS performance, setting new objectives, and making decisions on resource allocation. Reviewing performance helps in identifying areas of improvement and ensuring that the ISMS meets its intended outcomes. Setting objectives during the review provides a clear roadmap for continuous improvement and strategic alignment. Lastly, resource allocation is essential to support the ISMS initiatives and ensure they are adequately funded and prioritized. By engaging in this cyclical process, an organization can maintain a robust and dynamic information security posture that supports its overall goals and business needs. To ensure a comprehensive understanding and effective implementation of an information security management system, ISMS, we rely on various key references. The ISO IEC 27001-2022 standard provides the requirements for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving an ISMS. Complementing this, the ISO IEC 27002-2022 offers a code of practice for information security controls, detailing best practices for a wide range of cybersecurity measures. Additionally, ISO IEC 27005 focuses on information security risk management, providing a detailed framework for identifying and addressing risks. The NIST P830 guide is another crucial resource, offering thorough guidance on conducting risk assessments, essential for informed decision-making and risk mitigation strategies. We also draw upon relevant academic and industry publications to stay updated on the latest trends, threats, and methodologies in information security, ensuring our practices are both cutting-edge and effective. Thank you for engaging with the content. If you found the material useful, please leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with future content. Feel free to share this course with your friends and colleagues who might benefit from it. Your support helps us to continue delivering high-quality information security education.